Hello everyone. As discussed, this is the yoga tutorial that I would like to share with you to spend time during the lockdown. And first I would like to tell you that to do yoga, you need to take into consideration a few things. This is your breathing, this is your posture, and your attitude to your breaking point. What do I mean about breathing? You breathe only through your nose. You breathe through your nose and you try to breathe with sound, like when you're a little bit angry or like Darth Vader, whatever sounds more close to you. I'm going to show you just now. You put your tongue on the floor of your mouth without allowing the tip of the tongue to touch the teeth, because this stimulates salivating. So you put your tongue down, let it rest, and breathe only through your nose. This is about the breathing, about the right sitting position. It doesn't matter whether you're sitting in half lotus. So this is half lotus, you just put one of your feet on the other. Whether you do a full lotus, both legs together, or you do just a simple, easy pose like that. What's important here, in order for the posture to make you feel good, is the way your back and your shoulders are positioned. So you can use blocks. I'm showing. This is a block. That's a heavy block. You need it when you balance and you need something firm that you can hold on to. This is a light block. It is used to lie on it, for easier support. You can use a pillow. Sometimes it's needed for you to make you feel more comfortable. For example, on your knees or whatever feels painful. And you can use a blanket. You can use a blanket instead of a pillow, because the blanket, you can roll it, you can fold it, you can change the shape of the blanket so that it feels more comfortable for you. I am using all these supports sometimes because you're not always in the best shape to do the asanas perfectly. Asana in Sanskrit means posture. So to sit straight. Disregard your legs, interlace them the way you want. The importance of the back is when you do this, your rib cage shrinks and your lungs feel like caged. So what you need to do is strengthen your back. You don't need to twist too much here. You just strengthen your back. And why do we do this in yoga? Why the hands are up, the palms are up? Because when your palms are down, your shoulders automatically shrug. When you put your palms up, your shoulders automatically go down. You can do now an exercise to see the best position and how it feels to be in the wrong position and how it feels to be in the right position. So sit comfortably, put your palms on the knees with palms down. Inhale, put your arms back, chest up. Inhale and then exhale and do this. Doesn't feel good. And when you inhale and you do this, it feels good. Exhale, and you can do this 5 times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Move the shoulders, move them, roll them. Exhale, inhale. So this is a good posture when your shoulders are back and down. So in yoga, one of the main principles for the shoulder is make the shoulders run away from your ears. This means I don't know what's happening. This means I'm scared. This means I'm stressed. This means I'm relaxed. My knees are moving away from my ears. They're back and down. My chest is open, meaning that my heart is open. My arms and my palms are showing, facing the ceiling. And very important thing to note is that there should be space here. The armpit should not be like that, because you're pressing the rib cage and your lungs do not have enough space for you to breathe freely. So extend your arms, your shoulders back and down, chest up, open to the people, open to the world. It means you're closed, you're not yourself. This is like this, and there is enough space here so that when you breathe through your nose, there is a feeling of freedom. Many of us, including me, in the beginning, I could not sit like this with my back straight. You know, your body wants to shrug because it feels uncomfortable. In these cases, what you can do is take a block. You can take a book. If you don't have a block, take a book or something solid that makes you feel comfortable. You put it under your butt and you sit on it. It's better when you put it like this. So you sit and you feel comfortable. You can put a pillow. It's better. Just put the pillow to make your buttocks a bit elevated. This is how you will automatically open your chest. You can also roll the blanket. Put it between your legs. It doesn't matter. I'm showing you now. Roll the blanket, put it, and then you sit. This is support. You can do whatever you want if you want to feel comfortable. So, having said that, the breathing, the posture, and what was last, it was the attitude towards your breaking point. In yoga, and I'm saying this mostly to the men, we don't take challenge. Whatever we do, it's a success. So Vanasana, our aim is not to do it perfectly. There are different body shapes. There are different races. There are people who were born differently. There were people who were born with, two legs with different length. So you have to accept you have limitations of your body, your physiological limitations, which do not allow you to go to reach perfect geometry. Don't aim for it. You have to aim for feeling good in the posture. Second, there is a limitation of your mind. When you are under stress, sometimes you know that you're under stress, sometimes you deny that you're under stress. Your body will respond very differently to what you ask it for, what you ask from it. So if you feel, you need to feel a little bit of pain. You need to feel that kind of pain that causes you pleasure. So that's the beginning of the pain. You don't need to feel the pain when you do weightlifting, because this is when you tear muscles, and this is when the body sends subconscious signal to the brain saying, I don't like this. And the brain says, okay, I'm going to do everything to resist. I'm not going to allow you to do this posture again. But when you control your breaking point, like when you say, I'm going to stop before the breaking point in order to allow myself to do better next time, this is when you really do yoga. This is when the body says, oh, this is nice. I would like to have some more. I'm going to work subconsciously in the background while this person is cooking, working, or whatever, to create the brain, to create the program that will allow this body to do this next time more, longer, and better. And third thing about the attitude. We don't do it to succeed. We succeed because we like what we do. So sometimes a posture may be so hard that your attempt compared to the visual of the posture looks ridiculous, looks and feels like you are making a fool of yourself. Yes, I've done many postures that took me years to start doing properly. And for months, I've been looking ridiculously to people around me because sometimes I go and train on the stadium. This is the yoga. Allow yourself to be foolish. Send signal to the bodies that, to your bodies that, I'm going to try this posture even if I look nothing like the posture. Your body is gonna get the signal that this is what has been requested from your body. It's requested. And the body will subconsciously work to allow you, to give you the freedom to do whatever you want. So this was for the attitude. Now we're going to do a little bit of stretching to allow ourselves a bit for the second part that will require more strength. So when you're sitting like this comfortably, you can sit, as I said, with your legs interlaced, in whatever position you want, as long as your back is straight and your chest is open. So the first thing is, you inhale when you do something that requires strength, and you exhale when you do something that requires flexibility. So we are going to inhale and lift our arms up. Inhale, look towards the thumbs, and then exhale and lean to one side. You can lean with your arms straight. You can, if you can bend the elbow and the other arm is straight and horizontal to the ground. You can use help. You can use the block. You can do this. You can do this. Everything is allowed. You need to feel the pleasure of this extension here, and you need to make sure that your buttocks and your the other leg is on the ground. This is not okay. This is not extending. If you feel that you start to tilt, you just move your arm a little bit backwards. You need to feel the pleasure of extension here, and you stop whatever feels too much uncomfortable. So you can stop here, you can stop here. At some point, try to look towards your thumb. Look towards the thumb. And this is how you engage the spine and the neck. You don't put it like this. The neck is engaged. The neck works. But if the neck feels tension, if the neck feels stressed and pressured, find the position in which the neck doesn't feel under pressure. Look towards your fingertips and breathe few times deeply with your nose. On the next inhale, put your arms up, and on the exhale, put it down. We don't get up immediately. We do it slowly, slowly, slowly. We want pleasure in the waist. Breathe, look ahead, and exhale, go back. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, look towards the thumbs, exhale, the other arm goes down. You exhale more, and you extend. Breathe few times, look towards the thumbs. You can do this. Exhale, and then go slowly, 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 slowly. Inhale, look ahead, your chest goes up, goes ahead. Yeah, that was funny. Okay. Okay, we continue until the next fall. When we go back, we go slowly, slowly, slowly. We inhale, chest looks towards the world. Your chin is slightly up. Inhale and then exhale. Go back. Then, when still you're sitting like this, put your hands at the back. your fingertips pointing your buttocks. And then when you inhale, you imagine that someone is grabbing behind you your arms and is pulling you. And you inhale. Inhale now. And exhale. Everything's happening through the nose. Good. We continue a little bit more with positions that are on the ground. Now we're going to twist. We're going to do an easy twist. So bend right leg just like that. Put the left leg 90 degrees towards the ground, and then I'm going to show you, and then inhale, look towards your thumbs, and exhale, you twist to the left. It doesn't matter where this hand is, it doesn't matter. It can be like this, it can be like this, it can be like that, it can be like that, it does not matter. The important thing is to do the twist. And when you do a twist, you twist usually two things against each other. So it means that unlike your initial feeling, you know, only to twist your torso, you twist your torso, but you also twist the other part of the body that is being twisted. So you make sure that your leg is pulling you in that direction and your torso is pulling you in that direction. And this way you feel the two parts of your body being twisted. So inhale and then exhale and twist. And breathe a couple of times. Watch, just find a spot on the wall and watch it. And try to make sure that your left shoulder is running away from the ears. This is not a twist. This is a twist when the shoulder is leading you in the other direction. Relax. Breathe. Relax. Breathe. Great. Then exhale and release. We go back and we do it on the other side. So we fold the left leg, we fold the right leg, we inhale, look up, and we exhale. Look back, look back. Your chin is following your shoulder. The way your focus is following your chin. Your leg, your thigh are pulling in the other direction. This is a real twist. Breathe. Exhale and release. Now, put together the feet. It doesn't matter if you manage to put the knees on the ground. I'm not good at that, and I never made it. And it doesn't matter how close your feet are to you, you can do it a bit, you know, further away. This is an asana to release the tension. I'm sure you have seen it. It's the butterfly. When you start shaking your thighs. Here, what you need to do is to make sure that you breathe. Your shoulders go back, your chest looks ahead. So it's not something, you're not shrugged. You need to be straight. You can sit on the block. You can sit on the block, but then you need to also grab your feet. If you can't grab your feet, take a belt. You can take a belt and use it. There is a way to do everything. So when you do it, you breathe. Your back is straight and you don't apply too much muscles, you know, because this is stress. You just leave them naturally to vibrate and shake. Yes. Perfect. Breathe. And release. Great. Now, next thing that we are going to do is, so now we worked a bit on the legs and on the waist. We did a little bit of twist. We're going to do something for our arms and the drainage of the lymph out of the body. This requires some twists. What you can do is, those of you who can cross your legs like this, cross your legs like that. Those of you who can't, just sit like this in Seiza. For the ones who have gone to karate or martial arts, know this position. So it's a very, very comfortable thing. You can again use something to sit on. It's very, very comfortable. I'm going to do it like that. Again, okay. My phone is suicidal. Okay. Nope, nope. Don't fall. Okay. You sit. Make sure that if you choose the twist, if your right leg is on top of the left one, then your right arm goes up and your left arm goes back, and they interlace at the back. This is not easy for many of us, but what you can do is, again, you can use a belt. So ask someone to give you a belt, and you hold the two ends, and you decide how much to pull. But it's important that we have this extension. This is what makes the drainage of the lymphs, and also this nice twist. So when you interlace your hands, you make sure that you do this small exercise to try and see that it's not much about the stretching, it's about the strength of your muscles at the back. So try to move a bit the elbows and identify the muscles that are engaged. Yes, there are muscles that need to be flexible in order to do this, but you also need the strength to pull. So you do it, you relax and you breathe. On the fifth exhale, you exhale and go down. You put your forehead either on the knee, or if you are in Seiza, you can put your forehead on the ground. If you cannot put it on the ground, you can put it on the block or on a book. And you relax. Then you inhale, go up, and exhale and release. When you release, don't immediately put your arms down, don't do any fast stuff, just release them naturally. We do this in the opposite direction. So when your left leg is on the right one, your left arm goes up, right goes down, you interlace. Because there is difference between the left and the right part of the body, you will notice that it may be different on the other side, on one side, because one arm is more flexible than the other. And the same applies for the arm, for the balances, the balances on the legs or arms. For those of you who are writing with the right hand, you find more balance and more strength with the right leg, and you will not be so resilient with the left one. So now we breathe. when we do asanas, we don't close the eyes. We find a focus point, which in Sanskrit is called drishti. On the fifth exhale, you go down. Put your forehead either on the knee, on the ground, or on a block. And then you inhale, go up, exhale, and release. Yeah. And yeah, try to release your hair if it gets stuck. You slowly disengage the legs. And now we do this. Strengthen your legs. Try to reach for your toes. What is important here is to keep the back straight. This is not what we want to do. If you cannot reach, it's more important to keep the back straight rather than to touch your toes. You will touch your toes eventually someday, but in order to do the extension, you need to be more patient. So if you, one thing to not do is don't do this. This is what tears the muscle fibers, so you don't do it. Do what feels natural and what makes you feel happy during the posture. And one test is, try to do it with a smile. The first part of the body that shows the tension is usually the face. So if you do the posture but it's like, that's not yoga. This is not yoga. This is not happiness. So you inhale, slide your palms on your legs. Find when it starts to get really painful. And then exhale and swallow your belly. And just try to go as much as you can. You can touch them. You can hold them. You can grab the thumbs, but you don't change the position of your feet. So if you do this, this is not good. You will feel immediately tension in your ankles. So your feet must be perpendicular to the ground and they should be flat like that. So if you manage to pull like this, it's okay. But if you need to do this, it's not good. So breathe, reach out. You can, if that's as much as you can, that's okay. Reach towards the shins here. Breathe, exhale, and if this is what you can do, just keep it like this. If you can do more, breathe, look ahead, and then exhale and go all the way down, and then breathe. Inhale, and on the exhale, swallow the belly. Not with too much tension, but make sure that it's not inflated. Breathe. Exhale. Stay like this. If you feel the urge to bend the knees, bend them. Put a block here and bend them, but make sure that your back is straight. And do it like this. It's good that you focus on something ahead, not down, because this is what makes your back bend. Focus ahead. Look ahead. And exhale and release slowly. Next thing is now boat pose. For the boat pose, bend your knees, and you don't need so much muscle strength in your abdomen rather than balance. So it's like, try to just find some balance and to see whether it's really the abs or something else in your body. Boat pose is this. This is the easy boat pose. Look ahead. Try to make sure that your back is straight. Okay. Okay. Make sure that your back is straight. Your palms are on the same level as the ankles, and you look ahead and you breathe. Then you release. Take a break. Breathe. Exhale. Then you inhale and do the same if you can with the straight legs. Breathe. Extend the legs and arms straight, your body straight, and you look ahead. And you need to find the balance, on the edge of your buttocks. And then you need to engage your abs and breathe. The feet are straight. They are not like this, they are straight. Breathe a couple of times. Try to relax and then exhale and release. Breathe a couple of times and then again. We do the boat pose with bent knees, but then we're going to add a twist. Adding the twist. So exhale, lift the knees, namaste position, inhale, exhale and twist to one side. Breathe a couple of times, make sure that your legs don't move. Inhale, exhale to the center. Again, inhale and exhale to the other side. Breathe. Inhale, exhale to the center. Inhale again.